A lot of times when people come to us, they're feeling frustrated, stuck. They make a good income, whether they have a job or a business, but they don't feel financially free, whether they're earning $100,000 or $500,000. And that's really where we come in to show them how they're using their money is actually what's holding them back. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today, how to get the most out of your income. Hi, I'm Olivia Kirk.
I'm Tim Urich. We're from Tier 1 Capital, and we're here to show you how to regain control of your money. So, the biggest issue that people think they're struggling with is the fact that they're not earning enough income. And the reality is, regardless of how much income they make or revenue they generate, it's how they're using their money. That's where they're actually giving away control. And more specifically, it's how they've literally been trained to use their money in a way that's detrimental to them, their families, and their businesses, and actually beneficial to the financial institutions, the large corporations, and the government.
It's funny, as you say that, I'm thinking of all the things that people do to try to get ahead, right? So if you rack up credit card debt, it's natural to want to get that under control, right? Credit card interest rates are out of control. I just got a letter in the mail from my Macy's card that said they were increasing the APR to 35%, which, thank God I don't have a balance on that card. But if someone does, it makes sense to want to knock that out as soon as possible. You have that monthly mortgage bill. Maybe you don't want to give away that cash flow anymore, so you want to pay it off as soon as possible. So all of these things that you think are moving you forward, and it's kind of counterintuitive, but the first step to regain control is really to make a pool of money that you own and control. Secure your financial future first instead of everyone else's.
Right, so the first step is to stop giving away control. And then you can use that money that you were previously giving control away and utilize that to build your pool of capital. And then when that pool gets large enough, then you can borrow against it and pay interest back to it.
Right.
And that's how you regain control. So when you get a large interest rate credit card or you start racking up credit card debt, you want to get out of that debt. And that's certainly admirable. But the strategies you're using to get out of that debt are literally preventing you from getting ahead financially.
Exactly. So starting off is the only time where you're cutting back on those expenses and build that pool of cash to secure your financial future. But then by taking that step now, by feeling that discomfort now, by paying that extra interest to the credit card now while you build that pool, you're putting yourself in a safer position going forward. And what I mean by that is now you have a pool of cash that you own and control. You have opportunities, you have decisions you could make. You're not stuck backed into a corner, number one. But number two, after you get all of this cleaned up, you're not going to be in that position again because you took that extra step. You went through that discomfort and now you're better off on the other side.
And that's a great point, because this is a long-term process. This is not instant gratification, but so often, especially in today's times, we want immediate results. We want immediate changes. So the immediate change might be to pay off the credit card balance, but now you don't have access to that money any longer. So now when something else comes up, you need to make another purchase, or you need to put a roof on the house or tires on the car, all of a sudden you don't have access to money. Why? Because you put it on the credit card. So now you've got to go back into debt, and it becomes the hamster wheel, where you're getting out of debt to get back into debt, to get out of debt, to get back into debt. And the question becomes, are you making any progress?
Exactly. And another thing that I was just thinking about is, you don't have to self-finance going forward. After you have that pool of money, you don't have to utilize it. You can, if there's better financing opportunities out there, you can take advantage of them. But the key is having those options, right? Having the option, okay, do I want to self-finance this, or do I want to use someone else's money? You know, is that a better situation for me? But having those options down the line is certainly a good thing, and it feels a lot better than being backed into the corner. Oh my gosh, the hot water heater broke. I need to put it on a credit card because tuition's due this month.
Yeah, and that's again another great point. Having the option to do it or to choose to self-finance is really the power in financial independence.
Mm-hmm.
Making the choice that's best for you.
Exactly. So if you'd like to get started and learn more about how exactly we put this process to work for our clients and, you know, take that first step to get towards financial freedom, visit our website at tier1capital.com. We have a free web course there. Also, we recently launched a new podcast called Control Your Cash. Be sure to check that out on our website as well. If you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and check out these two. We picked them out special for you.
Thanks so much for watching our video. And remember, it's not how much money you make.
It's how much money you keep that really matters. We'll see you in the next one.